What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's had a good weekend so far. Got a 3-game slate this evening for NBA, so I want to get into that before I do. Throw a thumbs up if you like the content in here, if you like the picks. Going back 6-7 days, picks have been just on point between cash and GPP value for just about every single one. So do that, throw a like. Those are always appreciated. And hit that red subscribe button and the bell to get alerts on when I drop more content. So, no, don't do that. All right, yeah, let's go back on the Vegas odds for today. 3-game slate. Nothing's too close. No one game kind of blows out the other. Phoenix, Minnesota, and LA, San Antonio. I like those games better. If I was betting on these games as far as lines go, I can't imagine Charlotte keeps it that close against Indiana on the road, tail end of a back-to-back with travel. That just screams blowout to me even more than Phoenix, Minnesota does. But that's what we're here to talk about. So with these games, like I said, I like the other two better. The over-unders are higher, so we can hop into the picks based on that. I don't see a lot of pieces in that Charlotte Indiana game. There are one or two that I may want to go with, depending on roster construction. But we'll hop into these picks right here. So first off, I'm looking at both Towns and Aldridge here. So Towns 10-6. I don't like the price. He's priced up higher than he's been so far this year. But there's not everyone's a big fan of the DraftKings algorithm for pricing, but that just screams there's something wrong with that. Coming off 2 bad games, you're going to price him up, even with the matchup against Phoenix. I get that, but I like it here in the spot. It does scream blowout, but Towns, Minnesota in general, does get their starters a good amount of run, even in a blowout situation. So even if they're up 20 at half, Towns should receive close to his regular minutes in the second half. So locking him in. And then, like I said, Aldridge, same spot, almost duplicate in the game against the Clippers. The only difference is this should not be a blowout, at least not right off the bat. San Antonio does have a lot. Sorry, I got cut off there. We're going to get back. So Aldridge shouldn't be in a blowout situation right off the bat. I like that spot against the Clippers. Clippers are going to be down, most likely Gallinari, so that's not going to help keeping the game close. But it's still just even if Aldridge gets three quarters worth of run, he should be able to pay off that salary. So we're going to get him in there. Now over to back to the Phoenix Minnesota game. Richaun Holmes and DeAndre Ayton are going to be out, so you have a couple different options here. Projected starter is going to be Quinn Acey in that game. There's not a lot to love about Quincy Acey, other than his price. Coming in at at the minimum price, $3,000. He's coming into a situation where he's going to get 20, 25, 28 minutes just because they don't have enough bodies to field to get on the court. So it's going to be really him on that spot, and he should be able to pay off that salary fairly easily, and then it'll let you go up and get someone a little higher up on the totem pole as far as pricing goes. So there's him, and then the other option is going to be Josh Jackson, who should get some more run at 3,900. So I've been a big Josh Jackson fan so far this year. He's had a few underwhelming games, 3 in a row, since getting the start and getting more run when Booker was out. So I like his game, though. And if he gets the time and the minutes, generally speaking, he's going to go in and produce. So that AC is going to be the play at 3K, at least for me, if he starts. But really, it's going to be whoever starts in that spot. So we'll back out. And kind of another toss-up here with the 4th pick. So staying with the Minnesota-Phoenix game, Teague and Rose. are going to be in really good spots. Rose, I'm leaning towards in this one. I mean, technically you can play both. There's not a lot of spots for 8 to fill. So Rose has been playing better recently, going back the last really 7 games. He had 1 dud against San Antonio, didn't get the minutes. I can't remember if that's probably the one. I think that's the one where he tweaked his ankle and he missed a little bit of time. But when he's been out there and he's gotten the minutes, he's produced, especially in the absence of Teague. So he's going to get the backup minutes here. He should get a solid amount of minutes. And the Timberwolves, same thing as with Towns. Teague and Rose are going to get their minutes at least close to even in blowout situations. So 6,400, kind of an average of where he's been, where Rose has been recently as far as salary goes. So I can definitely stomach that. And then if you did want to roster Teague, you'd have to switch up and do Teague there and then Rose there, and we can check that out for salary purposes. So even there, you're spending up on Towns and Aldridge. You still have 5,000 left for 3 spots. So I mean, I'm liking that core lineup, and you still have the other game, the Charlotte game, the Indiana game, and let's take a look at that real quick before we call it quits here. I do like 2 pieces of this game, assuming it does stay close, which I'm wary of. I mean, it could absolutely be a close game until the fourth quarter, but I'm kind of wary on that. Charlotte's not very good, and they're on the road and on a back-to-back. So, but I do like Miles Turner. The center spot for Charlotte, not very good. Didn't really work out for Phoenix yesterday, but I like that spot for Turner going against Biyombo and Hernangomez. I don't think they can take either him or Sabonis. So it's really going to come down to who gets the minutes in this spot for the big guys. And then to the guard spot, Darren Collison has been playing just, I wouldn't say lights out, but really well recently. Priced up at 5,100. Not compared to the last couple of games, but he's been priced up the last few games, and he's been playing really, really well, even with Oladipo in there. I figured when Oladipo came back, his production was going to go back down, but it's stayed pretty high. And at the 5,100 price tag, I mean, if he's more than capable of creating, 30-ish points like he did yesterday against Dallas. So I like him in that spot. So those are the kind of my ideas about today's games and picks for my core lineup. Like I said, games start at 6. If there are any other injury front news or anything like that coming out before tip, I will post that up on Twitter at the DFS Picks, on Instagram as well. And I hope everyone has a good rest of the weekend. If you're playing NFL, DFS, good luck to you on that as well. Thank you, guys.